Hi students, we are in a very difficult situation. So naturally, we'll have to find out an alternative way to carry on our teaching learning method. That is why we have been adopting the online teaching learning method. I know we cannot get the same amount of joy that we always have in our live class, but yet according to the condition of the life, we'll have to adjust ourselves. That is why we have been experimenting this online class through live video, and we are going to read the first story of our syllabus, The Eyes Habit, written by Ruskin Bond. We all know Ruskin Bond is a very popular writer present in India. He wrote lots of stories, and most of the stories are based on the Himalayan terrain, namely Mussoorie. As Mr. Bond had his living there. Like the other stories, this story also is based on the same place, but this is a story with a lovely twist. Now, let's see what does the title speak about. The title is The Eyes Have It. So we know eyes are the most important organs of our vision, and the people who are with the power of vision, they actually accumulate the conception of the reality with the application of the eyes. So like us, we all the people who have the vision, we are absolutely dependent on our eyes to make an interpretation of the situation or an appreciation of the situation. But think of them who don't have the eyes. How do they judge the reality? How do they collect the perception? They also live on the earth, they also form a perception, but the question is how we are going to learn this from this story, Eyes Habit. Yes, you are correct. The story is the story of a blind man. The blind man is undertaking a journey by train, and in course of the journey a girl happened to be the only passenger of that particular compartment. Why? Now, because it's a reserved compartment, and the story takes us into the very bygone era when the trains were not so densely crowded as we find it. So that particular girl got into the train, and this man, the blind narrator, is going to develop an image, build up an image about the girl. So how will that man build up the image? So think, if the eyes are not there, then certainly that man will have to depend on the other sense organs, namely the sound. Sound will certainly play a very big role. Then will come the power of hearing. Oh, then comes the other sensible sense organs, and with the help of them, the man will try to develop an image. But when the image is going to get the complete form at the end of the story, will get another view. The man will have to miss the girl as the girl would get down from the train. And when he was just on the way to finish up the image, except the hairstyle, the girl will get down and another new passenger would get in. And in the course of conversation with that passenger, this man will come to know that the girl was also blind. So, what does the title mean? The title means those who have the eyes, they collect an information, they build an image with the defects. And those who don't have the eyes, they forget about the deficiency, they forget about the lacking. With whatever positive aspect they get, they try to build up an image. Maybe the image is not perfect. So look, on both ways, the images are not perfect. This man without the eyes, he is building up an image of the girl full of beauty. And that person who got into the train later on, he had the vision. But he formed an image of the girl with the defect. So naturally, the moral of the story is, whether you have the physical eye, it is not going to give you the complete impression of the things around unless and until you have the eye of the mind. And when you have the eye of the mind without the physical eye, then again you will have the difficulty that you cannot build up the image. So eyes habit, what is it? It actually is the imperfection. Be it mental eye or be it physical eye, both have the imperfection. The story actually highlights that point. This is all about the title. Okay, in the next video, we'll learn the story in detail, line by line. I think we have enjoyed it. We are going to use less Bengali, more English, because we are going to develop a good listening skill, as well as we are going to give you the impetus to provoke you to speak English rather than by taking the help of Bengali trying to grasp English. Okay, if you have any problem, feel free to call me or WhatsApp me. Thank you. Good night. Goodbye.